Good morning, Dingle. So I got some good crypto news for you this morning. We talk about the jobs report and the correlation with the S&P Bitcoins, as well as some Ripple news. Yep, I'm going to be talking about Ripple this morning, guys. Whew. S&P indices, as well as some Peter Schiff. I know everybody likes some Peter Schiff news, as well as some U.S. Comptroller Brian Brooks news. So stay tuned. All right, first off, give me a follow on Twitter, joshhudson.eth. Shoot me a follow on TikTok. I just did a giveaway this morning, $100 in crypto to Steve77. That's who I gave it away to. Right? But let's go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, 34. We're growing exponentially. Yeah, we're growing. Hey, we're growing. At least the numbers are going up, right? I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any questions, ever comment. I try to get back to every single person for the time being. So let's jump right into it. Bitcoin price 19.1. 19.1 looking good. Strong support at 18.8, which is higher than 18.5. I mean, we're just hitting resistance until we get rid of all the sell orders. I mean, once Bitcoin breaks 20,000, off to the races for every token, right? Not just Bitcoin and ETH. 595 looking good. We were at 620 yesterday during the news report. Now we're at 595. I thought we were breaking at 620 then, but we hit some sell orders and we retraced. So once we get past 620, guys, that's the number, 620. 620, and then what's next? Comment below what you think the next price target is. Is it 800? Is it 1,000? Is it 1,200? Is it 1,500? I mean, really, Ethereum is starting to. I mean, it can't be any more bullish because of ETH 2.0 and ETH staking and the interest rate you can get off of holding your ETH. So I don't think people are going to be selling ETH once exchanges start giving out rewards, right? So let's start with the jobs report. The U.S. adds almost 250,000 jobs, so that's good. I mean, it's bullish for the S&P and traditional markets, which let's check out the correlation. So the correlation has been dropping since the halving, which I think that makes sense, right? I mean, the halving has such an impact on the price and the supply that we kind of stopped correlating with every asset ever. So as we get farther away from the halving, maybe that correlation comes back into being a bigger factor. So I think we're safe with the halving recently happening. So as you can see, the correlation with that Bitcoin and S&P has been dropping over recently. So I think that will continue to drop. Let's go to Willy Woo. My boy Willy Woo, I don't know him, but he posts some great ass content. This isn't the greatest chart, but it gets the point across that Bitcoin and Ethereum adoption is growing much faster than the internet and mobile accounts and any other adoption curve, basically, like faster than television adoption, faster than all this other technology. For what reason is not clear. But what I believe is, there's a direct correlation with using the product as well as making money. So like if you had a TV, if you adopted a TV and learned how to use it, you didn't make any money. You just had entertainment. Versus if you adopt Bitcoin and understand Bitcoin and Ethereum, everybody that has made money with it, basically, since we're nearing all-time highs. So at the end of the day, I think there's a correlation between making money and adoption. So I think that's why we're adopting this technology a lot quicker than other technology, right? Okay, so let's jump right into Ripple news. Let's go. All right, first of all, look at this guy. This is the guy you're investing in. Look at this guy. Okay, he's not as sexy as Vitalik. I'm telling you that right now. And Vitalik is probably 10 times more intelligent and morally sound. I mean, okay. You can't judge their project on how a person looks. Yeah, that's not a good way, guys. I'm just kidding around, but but he looks stressed out. I feel bad for him. He looks stressed out. But so apparently, a person asked if they would burn the $50 billion the team is holding. David Schwartz implied yes. But do I think it's going to happen? No. Do I think XRP is a good blockchain? No. Why? It's centralized and there's better options for their XRP's only utility, which is fast and cheap transactions. That's its only utility, and there's a lot of other options nowadays. And why would a bank transfer a volatile token rather than a stablecoin? I don't know. And also, why would the banking system use a $10 billion or $20 billion company? Makes zero sense. These huge institutions can build their own blockchain and use it with stable coins on Ethereum. Hire a couple developers, create your own blockchain or protocol on Ethereum, and send stable coins. And once ETH 2.0 starts transferring protocols over to its blockchain, it's going to be faster, cheaper. You can do all this on XDAI right now, although it doesn't have the adoption. I'm just saying, XRP is worthless in my books. I don't touch it. Do what you want with your own money. It's your own money. It's not my money, so I don't necessarily care what you do with your own money, as I shouldn't, right? But let's go into the S&P indices news. Very big news. I don't know how. I mean, it sounds just like rumors to me, so I'm going to have it actually put in place for it to be actual news to me. I mean, what I think will happen eventually is all these crypto and financial products in regards to crypto will be in every single country's exchanges, because NASDAQ is the United States big exchange and there's getting adoption there, but every country will have crypto products in their exchanges. So, I mean, crypto is going to be adopted everywhere, which is pretty obvious at this point. And indices are nice because it has a lot of growth potential, but it's also diversified. And there's indices right now in DeFi like PiDAO, as well as PowerPool, as well as token sets and DeFi Pulse Index. That's a token that represents like 10 tokens of good quality DeFi projects. So check all those out if you want to participate in index right now. It's very easy to use. But okay, so Spotify. I have an interesting perspective on this as well. Who in the right mind would pay a subscription fee in crypto? In Bitcoin? Okay, Libra stablecoin maybe. But I don't know. I wouldn't ever pay any subscription service in Bitcoin or Ethereum. But what I would do is enter a smart contract with, say, Spotify, saying you can hold my Bitcoin for a week and get the opportunity cost. Say you earn interest on my Bitcoin for a week, and then you take the interest and I just get my Bitcoin back. I think or Ethereum. Once Ethereum produces 5% interest, when a lot of more people adopt, right now it's like 18%, which is crazy. But once more people adopt, or even like tokenized treasury bonds, everything's going to be tokenized. That's what Ethereum right now is, basically, is just a tokenized bond representing Ethereum's GDP, which is insanity. But I can send you that Ethereum bond in a smart contract saying, hey, you hold this for a week and you get the interest rate that I normally would get from holding it. You can keep it, and I will receive the Spotify subscription service. Boom. I think that's what's going to happen in the long term. That's a new business model created by Josh Hudson. But if you have any subscription ideas, maybe you should take into account that payment method, because I think that would be a good way to do it. It's technically free. I mean, yeah, you give up opportunity cost, but it's free. All you got to do is lock Ethereum into a smart contract. Whatever. Let's move on to my boy Brian Brooks. I mean, the comptroller of the U.S. currency. He worked for Coinbase. He scared me a little while ago saying, hey, you need to KYC any wallet on the blockchain, no matter if it's on an exchange or not. which is almost impossible to do. I mean, you can't really technically do that. It's impossible. It's an impossible feat to do, but I think they could have the law-abiding citizens jump through those hoops, which is nasty. But let's go ahead.
Former boss at Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong sent out last week, and he said that the Treasury could be, quote, planning to rush out some new regulation regarding self-hosted crypto wallets before the end of the term. Is that true?
Yeah, look, and Melissa, rumors abound in Bitcoin more than almost any other place. What I would tell you is we're very focused on getting this right. We're very focused on not killing this. And it's equally important that we develop the networks behind Bitcoin and other cryptos as it is that we prevent money laundering and terrorism financing. So believe me, there's a balance here, and it's going to work for everybody.
So that's neither a yes or no answer to that. Should we be expecting some new regulations by the end of the Trump term?
I think you're going to see a lot of good news for crypto by the end of the Trump term. Some of it's going to have to do with banks connecting to blockchain. Some of it's going to be more clarity around the nature of these assets. So believe me, there's going to be very positive messages coming out. At the same time, it's a dangerous world out there. We have to be honest about that. But nobody's going to ban Bitcoin. Nobody's going to ban some of these transmission technologies. I think it's going to be a lot less bad than people will worry about.
All right, so that's good news. He said before Trump turns in, so expect news before January 20th. On a lot of clarification regarding what he's been stating recently. But Brian Brooks, like him or hate him, he knows everything about crypto. I mean, he's very educated on the matter, whether he's evil or the angel sent from crypto heaven is your opinion. But I mean, expect news. I mean, I think more clarification will come out regarding which ones are commodities as well as securities. I mean, that's another reason why XRP is 100% a security. There's no way you can even make an argument that it's a commodity. It doesn't make any sense. So and a lot of tokens, all these zombie chains and centralized blockchains are going to be classified as a security, which limits its investment potential. End of story. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum, I believe, I know Bitcoin is already classed as a commodity, and I believe Ethereum is already classed as a commodity. So that gives it a lot more growth potential. So let's go ahead and talk about my boy Peter Schiff, the ignorant but entertaining Peter Schiff. I follow him. He's actually getting old and stingy and has his ego in front of everything. He has his blinders on, his ego blinders on. He doesn't think about anything except gold. I mean, it's so sad to see. When will Peter Schiff ever admit that he was wrong about Bitcoin? Never. Even if it goes to 100K, a million. Oh, nope, it's going to zero, guys. Oh, see. Like, he just tweeted this morning, I believe. And he thinks this is a double top. He thinks 20K is a double top over 4 years. Yeah, bro, it literally makes no sense. I hope he turns around and understands that his ego is blinding himself to innovation. I feel bad for him, but it is what it is. I mean, just learn from his mistakes and don't put your blinders on and be ignorant to new technology. It's good to be kind of cautious, but also try to understand it before you talk about it. But anyways, let's move on. Enough Peter Schiff. Enough negativity in the world today. We don't need to listen to Peter Schiff. Okay, so yesterday I did not talk about Aave. Aave 2 launched directly after I posted the morning news, which is exciting. Good for Aave. I like their products. And also I had family issues last night, so I'm going to post about Aave tonight. Exciting stuff. So just stay tuned for that. And that's Aave 2 right here. But that's it for today, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Comment and like and subscribe, please. And we'll continue to grow together. I appreciate all of you. Thanks. Peace out.